Welcome back to the channel. Today I am very excited about this project. I am building my OLLE bed. I have recently partnered with OLLE Gardens, so today I am just going to show you how I built my bed. And instead of doing a 30-second or 1-minute commercial, I've decided just to take you along how I built my OLLE bed and show you how it's going to be placed in my garden. OLLE Gardens is a company that specializes in making metal raised garden beds. And what I found so fun about this company is that they actually offer several colors and several shapes and sizes, including this 12-in-1 piece that I bought with the extensions. You really can be so creative with this company if you want to use raised garden beds in your garden. I actually had a hard time choosing just one of these beds, so I actually decided just to go with their classic 12-in-1 with the extension pack. Comes with a box of lots of things that you need, including plant markers, OLLE garden gloves, which is nice. I love garden gloves. The rubber edging, OLLE marker to do your plant markers, and all the screws. Oops. And then the instructions. And then in the extension kit box, I got the screws and the rubber edging for that too. Comes with instructions, very easy to read, although it's very windy out here. So I'm going to do option 1 with the extension, so it should be 40 inches wide, and then it'll be longer than 80 inches, so it should give me a really nice long bed that I'm looking for. I'm going to put my bed right here. This is just a pile of garden debris that you are seeing, which I ended up changing my mind on the shape as I was laying these pieces out. I ended up taking the extension pieces and putting them on the ends to make it a little bit wider versus a little bit longer. It's one of the really cool things about this 12-in-1 kit. You have 12 options with 12 shapes with just one kit. It's actually why I picked it out. And you can see, looking at the instructions, it's actually just a bunch of pictures, but each picture, for whatever shape you choose, it'll just tell you where to put the short pieces versus the long pieces versus the corner pieces. It's actually very, very easy to read. So OLLE Gardens guarantees that these beds last 20 years or more in your gardens. All their beds are galvanized steel that is then covered in this aluminum and zinc combination, and then obviously the paint color on top. It is supposed to last a very, very long time, longer than like the typical galvanized steel beds that you see. Now, with that said, I actually ended up having a creative block with this because moving raised beds isn't as easy as you might think. I was having a hard time on where I wanted to put it and what shape and what size. I did finally decide once I got the rest of the garden up. Here are my ducks. They come into the garden every time I'm in there. They look for worms and they ask for worms. They were with us this whole time. So here, after you lay out your layout, you're going to want to take off this plastic coating. Now this does protect it during shipping. This was probably the most tedious part of putting these beds together. Some of the pieces, the plastic part just came off in one sheet. The other parts, it came off in like tiny little pieces, but that was the hardest part. The rest of it is so easy to put together.
I was trying to put it.
It's okay.
I was trying to pull it out. Oh, that is like a build.
It's okay. Just try not to move them around too far. Okay. Now, like I said, the instructions are very easy to follow. It's just a matter of just putting in the screw, putting a washer and a bolt on the back, and then you do that to every single piece, and it does come together. It's a little bit slow and tedious. I mean, at least I was slow with it, but it does come together very nicely. Can you hand me another one?
No, let me just do it.
You want to just do it? Can you give me some pieces?
Sure.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So we got
You got 3 little circles. Okay, let me get some other pieces too.
okay.
All right, let me see one of your circles. Can I see a circle? Oh, I'm gonna take a circle. You hold these, okay? Okay. Now here is what the inside and the outside is going to look like with all the screws and bolts. And it's just a matter of going around to each section and screwing them on. I just did finger tight and it was fine. Now they offer several colors. I decided on this barn red color because I wanted a pop of color in the vegetable garden. Vegetable gardens are very susceptible of just being a sea of green, so that's why I picked red. The last part to the build is putting on this rubber edging. This is really important because the edge of it's not that sharp, but the corners are. This comes on pretty easily. After that, you are done, and that is building it. Next would be filling and planting your bed. This is where I put my OLLE bed. So I'm gonna fill the bed with berries. I have blueberries, raspberries, and a blackberry bush that I want to plant in it. I was gonna do it in this video, but you guys, we have those Canadian wildfire smoke coming down and it's very noticeable, and I'm just going to take that as a cue to take a break in the garden. I've been working very hard in the garden, even though I haven't videotaped everything. I've done a lot of work out there, so I'm just going to take it as a cue to take a break. I will do it for the next video though when all this smoke clears up a little bit. So if you want to watch me do that, make sure you are following along. Other than that, I hope this helps. Remember, my coupon code is CottageVeg10 for 10% off. They offer free shipping most of the time. They also do deals if you want to buy in bulk, and my coupon code is applicable. There's no expiration date for it, so go ahead and check that out. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this helps. This is some real gardening for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.